So what did I do on the MediaManager? I made it responsive so that the thumbnails can adapt to the size of the screen, because it might be big by default, and if you run in 1024, it might be hard to see them, so it are resized automatically. And I started implementing the moving those media into different folders by drag and dropping them, and reorganizing the shapes to be able to use those shapes in other admin screens, for instance, displaying them while moving them in the picker field. Yeah, but nothing to show. So has anyone any demo today to do?
I plan to demo the PowerShell stuff today, but my friend couldn't join us today, so if we could move it to next week, that'd be great.
Yeah, if you're ready. Was anything interesting in terms of new websites?
From this morning, there is this Oxford thing.
Not really this morning.
I haven't looked yet, but it looks interesting. There is a case study accompanying it, so probably worth a read. They have a nice before-after thing.
So I found a bunch of new websites. So the one you're mentioning is this one, and I found also this one, and I found. Oh, I've received emails for two new ones. This one and this one by the same company, which are nice. And this company has done their website also in Orchard, and the company is this one, northernground.com. They've made beautiful sites.
I like that Northern Ground one. Very nice.
Yeah, and you can see the same style in the two customers. So the craft found and trueprocess.com have been done by northernground.com.
So last week, Nick, you said you would demo inline editing, something about inline editing?
I was going to. I didn't manage to get a part that I wanted to get working.
Okay.
It's throwing me an exception, and yeah, I'm stuck on it. So
yeah, on the case study from Oxford Economics, they say that they have a custom module for widget with inline editing. So it would be nice if they could demo it to the meeting. I sent a tweet, we'll see.
it won't be as good as mine.
Sure, but they work.
Well, mine originally worked, but we changed the implementation.
Oh, that's your whole life. It originally worked, and then it stopped working. Craft, that's good.
And Piotr also said that his friend would maybe demo PowerShell integration.
Oh, he said that before you arrived that his friend could not join
Okay,
today.
sorry. Yeah, I had to reboot before it let me connect to the meeting. That's why I was late.
I mean, if you guys want to help me debug my problem, then by all means. But
No.
I don't think so.
We can make this a short one. As we're taking announcements, I just published two blog posts yesterday and the day before. They're on the homepage if you want to check them out.
So maybe some time to talk about custom specific features. On the forum, Snowman, well, shoot and keys, aka Znowman, showed some screenshots about some custom code he made in core for, I'm not sure if it's in core, for handling tabs in the admin. And the result looks good. So what, excuse me. So what he did is that he created, he enhanced the current edit placement from the admin. And now you can see tabs and you can create new tabs. So when you drag and drop the parts, it's no more in a flat list, it's in tabs. So you can move and reorder parts inside tabs. And he also made another screen to create custom tabs. So I have some questions, or maybe he answered already, about how we could maintain a custom list and also a predefined list. For instance, like for placement, when you create a new part, you define, oh, it goes in the general tab by default. But, oh, this one goes into, I don't know, advanced tab by default. But based on placement or his own placement screen, we could move them afterward into custom zones or create new custom zones. So one tab by default, but customizable by the user. Like we do for placement. We have a placement by default, but if the user wants to change it, he can change it. So he's using the same screen as I did edit placement, and I was suggesting that we could also do the same for the default placement using, well, the default tab placement. I don't remember what we had said last time we talked about that, but maybe a solution would be to write it something like, so I wrote it in the site. So today we have, for instance, content:5 to say it's in the content zone. Maybe we could do content at, for instance, advanced :5 or something like that, and advanced will be a tab. So if we do add something, oh, it's in the content zone at the tab advanced. I don't care about the, oh, he's here, sorry. You want to talk maybe and show us what you did?
Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you want to show us, I didn't see you were at the end of the list, and okay, so go on.
No
I'll let you do it.
It's not finished yet, but I can show a demo.
Okay, go.
Let me see. How can I do that?
So you actually are doing the dash thing, okay. So how do you pronounce your name?
Sorry?
How do you pronounce your name, Snowman?
Oh, he doesn't hear us.
I think it's what's his name? It's a Dutch guy.
Yeah, you must be able to pronounce it yourself. Schouten keys or something.
Oh, Schouten.
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 Sorry, yes. Kees Schouten.
Kees Schouten.
Yes.
And will we see you at Harvest?
Yeah, of course.
Of course, great. So Ilan was about to ask a question, but I was faster than him.
Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, nice. Well, let me see.
So this is the edit placement that is currently implemented.
Sorry, I can't see it yet.
Okay, so wait for...
Just as I said, it's loaded. Thanks. Okay.
Yes?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, I've added a button, edit tabs. Here you can edit the tabs you want. You can drag and drop.
Is it for this content type, or are the tabs shared across content types?
No, only for this content type.
Okay.
For
on type page.
Okay, makes sense.
So you could save. Go to replacement.
This looks like inline editing of the name in the admin.
It's a start.
And you can drag and drop the shapes into the tabs. And save. And when we go back to edit placements, we see they are saved.
And does it work in page? Okay.
We go to edit mode and we see the new tab.
Oh, like this? Okay.
There are some minor bugs. But yeah, there are some bugs yet to.
Okay, and so it's using the local navigation zone to inject the tabs.
Yes, indeed.
And but with your JavaScript, you handle it as tab and not links. Okay.
Yes.
And what if a part is not assigned to a tab?
It's shown in the first tab.
Okay, and so in the current implementation, you can see a preview of the part when you drag and drop them. You removed it?
No. Let me see. Replacement. I've made it collapsible because the overview was too big.
Okay, yeah, I agree. Yeah, we should have a hint that it's collapsible. Like
indeed. Yeah.
Like on the left menu, you see the little arrow down, and maybe not on the click, but on the click on the collapsible icon. Okay, nice. It's nicer actually.
It's very nice.
And
so if you want to do this programmatically, you just edit placements.
Yeah, yeah. So it's he wrote it in the chat. If you look, it's content:5 dash tabName.
Yeah, indeed. When I click on restore, he picks up the placements from the placements.info.
And I assume you had to overwrite the core implementation because the current edit placement is in core, isn't it?
Yes, I changed it in core.
Or well, I can't remember. Maybe it's just in content types, in the content types module. I can't remember.
Yeah, that's fine. We should take this in, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. I like it.
Yeah, so in the forum, I didn't see if you had answered. So what I was asking was, have a way to define it in placement. You did it. Be able to use to merge custom placement and default placement. So if I define a zone in the placement, I can also add a tab in the placement. I can create a new tab, a new custom tab on top of that, and they merge. So my placement could have an advanced tab, and I could add advanced 2 tab, and there will be no conflict.
Yes, that's a great idea.
Because you never know what a part can define as a tab, and maybe it's legitimate, so you want to change that. You can override it, but you don't want to change the default behavior.
Yeah.
So there are discussions right now comparing the dash to the @ I don't know. So it's content. Something like that at advanced and content-dash advanced.
I think maybe we should keep the position at the end. Because there is a few places that.
Yes, it's true, and for compatibility.
Yeah.
Because if we change, it's so. So instead of having the dash after the position, we need the dash before the position portion. So dash or at, something like that. Otherwise, it can break the positioning calculation. Here is just a zone name, content at advanced. So if it's not handled, it will try to write it into the content at advanced, which makes sense. I don't know.
Well, I have created a workaround for that, but
and also in terms of logic, the first part is the zone, then where in the zone, advanced. Well, it depends. I don't know. How do you handle your tabs right now? Do you duplicate the content shape?
I've added the content but edit. That's a view in orchard.core/contents. And that view I've edited.
So in which zone are the tabs injected and what does it look like? Because
I can show the view which I've edited. This is the view. It can be done better, but it's a good start.
Okay, so it's in the same zone. It's
it's still the same.
Tab elements, yeah.
So there is one zone. There is one content zone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, but all the tabs are rendered as div inside the content zone.
Yes.
And there is also local navigation with links to up to. Okay, I look at that. If you can share the code, I can take a look at that.
Okay. I've used jQuery tabs. I've used the tabs headers of jQuery tabs. I didn't like that. I can show it by setting this to false. You see?
No, yeah. I was also wondering the same. Do we display it inside the main content or on top of that?
I'm not sure of that.
Yeah. The only concern with this system is that if you have local navigation for different URLs, like for settings, for instance, if you go in settings, you might have different tabs, but for different, so the groups. And I think they will conflict with your tabs because they are generating the same zone. So do we want a group to be able to have multiple tabs? Or do we, because we are using placement. And
what do you mean a group?
A group, so can you open settings? Or click on content. No, it's more there. No, I mean settings, the settings and the navigation at the bottom.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
So this one is okay. Look at this one. Don't move. Oh, you moved. Okay. So go back to content or content efficient. Well, those tabs are groups.
Mm-hmm.
Groups or local navigations. Sorry, they are local navigations in terms of menu management. Which means right now there are links to custom views. Okay. So what if, in my view, I specifically define some tabs.
Yeah, couldn't we render tabs server side but add links with hashes to them?
I've done that.
This is not the issue. There will be conflicts between tabs and local navigation. Yeah,
but maybe we should use local navigation, reuse that for rendering tabs.
That's the concern. He is using local navigation to render tabs.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The concern
Okay, I
is
understand.
use the same local navigation to render tabs and local navigations, the current usage of it. Right now there is no issue because we only use tabs in this view, the edit. So we could say there is no conflict, so it's okay, let's go on.
Yeah, I think it's okay. We'll keep it like that. Yeah, the only place where it may be a problem is in settings, no?
Before the change I made, I separated out content and content definition, but it used to be when you click on content, you would see content, content types, and content parts. And that may be a bit confusing if sometimes sometimes you click on a tab and then you will get a page refresh, and
no, you
in
don't.
other occasions. No, not in your solution,
No,
but if you use the admin menu provider and you generate a tab, local navigation, then when you click on that one, then the page will refresh. So it's inconsistent.
Yeah, indeed.
Well, can we go back to the content item editor?
Yes.
Okay. Actually, my concern here would be that the save button is inside of that white rectangle. The tabs are outside of it. And I think it is a little confusing from a UI perspective because switching to a different tab seems to be outside of the context of save, which seems to imply that you need to save before you switch tabs. See what I mean? I think
yes.
I kind of like, I'm starting to like better the tabs inside of that rectangle for that reason. And it would also not conflict with local nav in cases that don't exist yet, but I think it's actually more consistent.
Yeah.
It may be a little surprising for people who are used to seeing the local nav tabs.
It can be themed to look like the local navigation. So.
Yeah. Oh, they should. The look should be the same, but
so
I think
it
it should be inside of the rectangle.
Mm-hmm. And this will work with local navigation too. So don't use the local navigation zone, but inside the content zone, you can render it.
Okay.
Well, like you do actually. Sorry. And maybe not show a tab which is empty.
Yeah, indeed.
So when you do where is the title here? The title.
The title.
Yeah. We lost it. Here.
This one?
So yeah, remove it and save.
The message above.
Okay, and go back on system. Well, on the title.
No, settings. The system tab.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Maybe on a post back we should not lose the tab.
I agree. It should persist like this.
I was also thinking if we could show the tab in the error message. I don't know if that's possible, but.
You mean the error message in the tab? No, don't do that. Don't do that because if you have an error on the other tab, you won't see it and you don't know what happens. So you keep it at the top.
I mean before the error message, tab system.
Adding information about which tab the error happened on. Do we know?
Oh, but what? No, we can't know. But what you can do. So first,
maybe you could mark the tab.
Yeah, with a star or a red on the tab. But I don't know how you can do it because those are notifications usually. Well, they can be notifications. They can be also error models, and yeah, you could trick into. It might not work in every cases.
Okay.
But at least keep the same tab open. We have it in the query,
in
the query string, so you can reopen it by default if it's there in the query string.
Okay. That's
So
it,
yeah,
okay.
so you can continue your work. We'll take it.
Very nice. Thanks for building that. Okay, so that's all the demos we're gonna have today.
Yeah. Also, Zoltan implemented the clone feature and pushed it into the core. So now you have delete, unpublish, publish, and clone, and it works. I tried it.
Cool.
Great to hear that it's not just working for me.
And apparently Zoltan has fixed his background noise issue.
Oh yeah!
Yeah?
Yeah.
How did you do that?
Yeah.
What
No
was it?
peeping.
It was all magic.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm using a different microphone now.
Okay, great.
yeah.
Yeah, now I miss that sound.
I could get it back.
Okay. Well, let's do triage then.
Okay.
Interesting. I've seen this happen before, and hitting F12, bringing up Firebug, and then hitting F12 and closing down Firebug actually made it reappear. Of course, that's in Firefox, but
I also saw this, and for me, it fixed it for me when I did a hard refresh, Control F5, and then it started appearing.
Yeah.
But that
Same
was,
comment. Media repro
Yeah.
can fix something I can't repro. So missing version number in import export. We should have a base class implementing inner node version.
I don't.
Is it really needed?
No, I don't understand the question right now.
Yeah.
Can someone explain?
I don't understand
I
either.
know. I understand. There is an identity written into the export stream, so it's
Oh,
better
is
than
he
version
saying-
number.
is he saying write the schema version of? It probably sounds like the Orchard version.
Yeah, but it's a no use when you have different databases.
Yeah, but I wonder if there's a I don't. Yeah, give us an example. Sounds good.
Bulk insert content and projection.
Yeah, looks like import. I think you can close.
Oh, okay. Never tried import. Close. Not an issue. Closed. I copy paste queries. Now it's done. Okay, done. It's closed.
Yeah. Zoltan said I add a content item copying feature to the core, blah, 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 since it's a content item. So how does it work with relations?
It's using the import export. So if the import export is
Oh,
exported,
yeah. Right.
Makes sense.
Cool.
So this is a bug.
Yeah. Storing what? What do you mean exactly?
Well, storing steps, because the scheduler will take those steps and execute them later.
Oh.
And it's in the media because
We need to be able to read it.
and we need to be able to read it somewhere, and at that time it was implemented, it was faster to use a already writable folder than to create a custom provider to store recipes.
Is it a problem that it's publicly available?
No, it's just a set of UIDs. You can do anything with that. And you can't even find them because they are UIDs. Let me see. Oh, I don't. Oh, okay. See, so you can find it, and inside.
That's obscurity. Not security.
Can't even open it because it has no extension. You see. So. Okay, add content menu item, content picker pop-up is in error. Okay. Okay, and yeah, there is a pull request for that. Oh no, okay.
Should we take contrib cache in?
Cold. We tell people they should always have it, so.
Yeah, exactly.
This website is so fast. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, and we passed 4 million.
someone a while ago say they were going to reskin the gallery site.
Oh, we'll redo it. Sorry, we don't reskin it. We will redo it. So I'm thinking about, and also it was suggested on the forum, 1.8 effort will not be on one update, but will be on making things better, fixing lots of bugs, and working on documentation, the gallery, the website. So focus on quality, like a quality milestone.
That will certainly make some people on the forum quite recently happy.
Not just on the forum, people in general happier. So working on the websites, the gallery, the website, and the documentation, and some tutorials, and looking at the code, fixing what needs to be fixed, and things like that. Quality.
Tech debt, yeah.
And I'm sure there will be a lot of feedback after 1.7 because there are so many new features that there will be so many new bugs that there will be a 1.7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 very, very quickly.
Sure.
So all those ones, so ContentDash, there is a module. I'm just looking at what modules are most used if we need to include them. We have it. Vandale, bullshit. Taxonomy is done. The better Bing maps. Okay, I need to work on this one.
I think this was probably one of the first 10 modules
Maybe
put on the gallery. I haven't touched it since then at all.
I can't even find the cache in the top downloaded modules.
Oh god, what's the forums module rated at? Is that, oh shit, 5? It doesn't even
Cache.
work in the latest.
Only there are less downloads of the cache module than Orchard website. This is an issue.
What?
There are more websites, Orchard websites, public websites, than there are cache module downloads.
Ah, yeah.
Okay. So
And one more reason to put it in core.
Yeah. And
Yeah, but are we speaking about the output caching or
Yes.
the orchard caching, the
Output
new
caching.
stuff that?
Output caching.
Yes, the second one would also be good to have in your core. The one that provides the simple caching.
that's why I
mechanism.
called it Orchard caching, but it's not included yet because it was a side work just to answer some very nice customers who asked questions. Okay, so we'll see.
Antoine, why are you saying that 1.7 disappeared from the release list? No. I see it.
1.7 doesn't show for me for a very, very long time in the advanced issue tracker.
Maybe it's a private release.
Yeah. Okay, go on, I'll check it.
Comment module time that tag does not pass W3C navigation. Okay. Oh, it's just a formatting issue. Okay,
Oh, it's missing a T. It's not XML.
fix it.
Okay,
I can
Steven.
fix it. Have you seen Wreck-It Ralph? I don't know what's the name in the other languages.
I'll fix it.
I can fix it. Fix it, Felix.
Yeah, nice movie.
Header inside footer not allowed. If the footer you have an article with another header, as a descendant of the footer element, I don't see why.
Does it need to be within a section
I
within
don't know,
the
but
footer?
why couldn't I have an article tag inside the footer, and this article has a header and a footer. I don't see the issue. Yeah, and we won't touch the theme machine, so I'm closing it. But
out of interest, the theme machine has someone's been doing quite a lot of work around the theme machine in terms of responsive design. Do you know whether it's worth taking that stuff in?
I think he was working on that.
Yeah, it could.
Is that the one, responsive theme.coplex? I know that they've done quite a bit of work around it.
Yeah, there is another one actually by some other guy, but this is by Planet Alex.
Oh,
yeah,
Planet.
we've met them at Harvest Santa Monica.
Are they coming to Harvest?
No, to Europe.
Yeah.
A friend of mine told me a good thing, which is it's more expensive. The flight to Europe is more expensive than the full ticket to build Windows at San Francisco.
Nathan SQ.
Yes.
He tweeted it, which, you know, I don't know how productive that was per se, but I don't think he meant it that way.
What did Hesku say?
It's more expensive. The flight to Europe is more expensive than the build Windows ticket.
Oh, right.
Which happens to take place about 2 weeks after.
Yeah. And he will go there. Yeah. Yeah, that's why we do it. That's why we do it in Europe to target the European market. So if people can do it from the States, it's okay. So that's
Is Hesku going to come?
No, because of the fact that he doesn't want to spend the money to go to Amsterdam when he can spend the money to go to.
Well, we can blame him because he didn't come either to Santa Monica. Okay.
Oh, blame is a little strong, but it would be nice to see him at the next.
Blame
PS1.
you, SQ.
Yeah, damn you, Hesku.
Publicly,
since this is being recorded, let's just say, Hesku, join us next time.
This is a shame.
Make it positive, Sébastien. I know it's hard for you. Make it
I'm
positive.
just joking with him. It's okay. You made the theme machine, so let's break it.
Get him to fix it.
Come, fix it.
Come and fix it.
So this one, yeah, I say I won't fix this one. What is API? Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, let's see. Do.
Have we had many issues around the Web API implementation that I originally put in?
I'm not using it, so I can't say.
Otherwise, it's working great.
Working great, yeah. There was only the issue with the transaction stuff, but that has been fixed.
It looks like there should be an option for that, and there is, isn't there?
No, well, he says you can define your own classes. It's okay. But what he would like is a common one to every projection list.
Why?
Actually, it's, yeah, I couldn't, we do it for the rest of our chart. Like for each widget, we have a widget item. For each content item, we have content item. But it's
Yeah,
defined in a
there is
layout.
This is interesting, actually. I think I ran into something similar. Is this to do with also you can't actually put a class on the groupings? Is this the same?
Yes, this is different. This is a different issue.
Oh,
But
okay.
But here it will say it will mean that every different layout has to reuse this same one. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense to do it for only one layout. So I'm not sure here we should do that because there will be inconsistency, so it will break the purpose of the thing.
Oh, yeah.
Well, then all of the layouts could have that. So just as the simple lists have the content items class, or the content items have the content item class.
Yeah, but the list is the list. This is the list shape. Here you are saying every layout should do that.
Yeah, what about
So,
third-party modules providing
So
layouts?
if the list has its own class, okay, let's make each layout have its own class by default, but not the same one, because we can't ensure that they have the same one.
Yeah, or probably we could have two classes, a generic one like projector list and another one for the layout. With
But
containing,
as I
for
said,
example, the layout name.
we can't define one like projector list because we can't ensure that all of them will have one. And then what is the point if some of them don't have one, if the goal was to have the same on all of them? We can't ensure that. So okay for...
Yeah, why? So the default layout for these shapes would have that class.
How do you do that?
Well, somehow the layouts are rendered, so as it's there.
Yeah,
Or why isn't it
well, the layouts, we don't know how the layouts render. They are using shapes most of the time. But done, we just call a layout to be rendered. That's it. We just say render layout. And then each layout does its own stuff. So what we can do is for each layout have a custom class for this layout, like, oh, I'm a projector table layout shape. I'm not sure it will add anything.
Well, the point here is that unless you are specifying a class yourself, you can't simply target all the projection lists.
Yes, and I said we can do that. We can target each specific layout. We could do that, but we can't target every kind of layout.
I think that's all right. All right. So I would be okay with that.
Need a bug? Need valid issue. I can.
I wouldn't begin the sentence with please. That's much better.
Can you turn down the TV? Yes, you. Okay, active future version. This is not a bug. Ha 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 ha. Oh. Oops.
Day.
Bad. Now it's try to reprom. fields on menu item. Whoa. Okay. You can do it.
Sure.
Oh, I have an idea. Wait. Let me go back. This one. It's active. I will assign it to SQ. Just up. Let's make him work.
Well, now that he's a free agent, maybe he, or a contractor, maybe he'll do that.
Yeah, if some of you consulting companies want to hire someone, you can hire Nathan SQ. He's good. I can recommend him.
Free elf, yes he is. He's one of us. He left eBay a week or two before Human Compiler left, didn't he? I think they're doing some startups or something, by the way.
And the company already existed.
Yeah.
I'm sad for them because Washington allowed the gay marriage, and but they're already married, so.
Huh?
I mean SQ and Porter.
Yeah, they're already married.
Yeah. So even though Washington is allowing gay marriage, they can't marry. Or they have to divorce first. So this one I'm not sure.
So why would HTML partial be throwing me an exception?
Okay, I'll try to see if we can fix it.
Door
Sorry.
ID.
Yeah, Piedon, Zoltan. Don't fight with the dictator.
But he's benevolent. Yeah, actually, I've already made a module, but it's it's like a logical step because there's already compiled version code. It already stores the 3 days, so why not add the user ID?
Why not add?
But
It's dangerous. Then your data is slow and is
sorry, what are the dangers?
Yeah, exposing information where you should not be able to see it, and you can't understand.
I don't understand really.
Yeah, it will take me 40 minutes to explain you, and we don't have that.
But a good customer wants it.
Yeah, I'm just recalling someone who told me this once when I asked a question. Listen.
View data, view context dot view. You little fucker.
So every rule now in Wondertix?
I didn't notice it.
Okay. So are we good with triaging? We handled half of the currently open items.
Yep.
And some of them have been fixed this week, so it's good. Okay. Done?
Yep. All right. Thanks, everyone. And see you next week.
Guys.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.